is a great nation. Retaliate, oh Papa, retaliate. The spirit of an innocent Biafrans, where they flow like a river. I said the blood of an innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they flow like a Red Sea. Spirit of an innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they rise like a big star. Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, on anybody, where they again, this my freedom. Rise up, on anybody, where they again, this Biafra. Our Father who art in heaven, oh. You say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth like this in heaven, oh. You say you promise your children. Promise, you promise your people, oh. We say you promise the Biafra. Yes, it's amalgamation, we see they suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till it's today, they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us. So they make what of us, and our senators don't turn against us. They want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable, freedom, if you're broken and a Biafra, freedom, cause if you're broken and a Biafra, freedom, make you freedom to go. Too much, because they cried on the too much, because they suffered on the too much, in a nation, because they killing on the too much, because they suffered on the too much, because they cried on the too much, in a nation, My brother, rise up, let's march into the promised land, our paradise. I am that I am, says the Lord, is a mighty man in battle. Whenever he say yes, nobody can say no. I say nobody can battle with the Lord. Papa, go, no zubo. All this killing, them are killing Biafrans in Nigeria. Go, no zubo. A million souls, they want to kill before us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable, freedom, if you're broken and a Biafra, freedom, cause if you're broken and a Biafra, freedom, make you freedom to go, because you fight on the too much, because they cried on the too much, because they suffered on the too much, in a nation, because they killing on the too much, because they suffered on the too much, because they cried on the too much, in a nation,
Yes, of course. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and as you know, Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Biafra Human Rights Radio. Biafra Human Rights Radio is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Ukafo-Mefo, who hails from Anambra, Abatete in Anambra State, Biafra land. Diokpa Ochukafomefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one truth I do not expect everyone to understand. But it's just a matter of time. You will understand. And by the grace of Chukwukika Biama, I remain George Onyibe from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, Anyoma Province to be precise. And of course, every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. Once again, I must extend my profound greetings to men and women of goodwill who has made it possible for this radio to be streaming in a time like this, because you people don't know what broadcasting. I can assure you that in less than 20 minutes or thereabout, Nnamdi Kanu will be there to deceive all of you again. We have issues that need to be addressed, and we will not leave any stone untouched. It is the truth that brought us here, and we will face this truth till the end. There are men and women of goodwill who has endeavored and make it possible for this child of circumstance, this radio station. I am very glad and I rejoice in my spirit every time I know that all of you will come to in terms with the truth at the right time. I've come earlier than this, but of course duty calls, and I'm going to spend like 1 hour or more on this broadcast, and then we wind up. And so if you want to contribute, just stand by, because I will get back to you very soon. And of course, I was talking about people like Mazio Bide, people like Dr. Okado, people, other formidable presenters with me, Brother Chris, Brother Onwoka, members of Biafran Watchmen, and of course, they will not understand us because we are their destiny and we are their doom. They don't understand. When we say we go nowhere, they don't understand the mindset behind those words, but they will feel it. That is just the truth. This having been said, I want to encourage those of you who are left on the fence. You don't even know what is happening. You are confused. You are okay. That is how it should be. And of course, I cannot proceed without acknowledging Nnamdi Kanu recruit. And those of you who are not Biafrans, just look at their character. You will see the Biafran Nnamdi Kanu want to give us how it's going to be like. Just look at him. But that having been said, I welcome you, recruits, whether you are commenting from Kuwait under China Sangwuru directive, or whether you are in Biafra land here as a contract somewhere in Alialia market, or you are in Ikusigum Bosse, Benjamin Madubugu house, wherever you are, I welcome you, because without you, my program cannot be complete this evening. What a wonderful God. And then I must go ahead to acknowledge the Creator, as always, because he is the one who has set our feet upon this path. He's the one who shaped the way ahead of us. What a marvelous God. What a wonderful God. He has done marvelous things for me. What a marvelous God. What a wonder. He used to do marvelous things for me. Hallelujah. What a marvelous God. What a wonderful God. He has done wonderful things for us, Daddy. What a marvelous God. What a wonder. He used to do marvelous things for us. You see, there is no two ways about it, and the issue cannot be overemphasized. This having been said, we go to our topic this evening, a very quick one. I will try and see how fast as I can be, but I have encouraged you, those of you who want to contribute. It doesn't matter what you have to say. You are welcome to join me this evening. Our title or topic for this evening remains 5 things we must do to ensure that Biafra is restored. 5 things we must do to restore Biafra. Just 5. There are numerous, but I try to break it down in such a way that everybody will understand. Both those who are part of the intellectuals or academians, both those who are illiterate, who didn't go to school. It's not a crime. The most important thing is for us to walk in such a way that everybody will be carried along. Because in the end, without any of you who are genuinely Biafran, the journey cannot be completed. For us to have a true validation of ourselves, in consideration of our topic tonight, it is important that we answer the following question. If we must be able to have a true validation about ourselves, considering this topic tonight, it is important we answer ourselves two main questions first of all. You see, maybe Nandekano broadcast this evening is to disassociate from unknown gunmen. But I know because he's always on drug, he has forgotten that he has said it in his broadcast in the previous time that he cried to Eluha, and Eluha resurrected the spirit of those who died, and they entered into the unknown gunmen as you are seeing, and then they begin to kill Nigerians. But he didn't tell you they were not actually killing Nigerians, they were killing Biafrans. So now the menace is everywhere, and all of you are beginning to know the truth. Because of this thing now, he will not broadcast there again. And I certainly don't want him to broadcast there, because we are the one that control him. Very predictable, very pathetic. And you knew be jeka ibu onwe ebo many sine dikending Kenya ki eji meme organihum ke you lending when no chukwe kwekeji here. And of course, they are trying to disassociate from unknown government. I don't tell you who send an unknown government to protect us. And then there is a video going on online about the unknown gunmen. One has surfaced before now in Olo. Yeah, the IPOB, all those recruits. When I mean IPOB, I'm not talking to those of you who have sense. I'm talking to the recruits of Nnamdi Kanu. They jump on social media. It's a lie. It's not true. This is propaganda. We are just looking at you. Now look at Biggie. All those of you in volunteer thinking you are fighting for your fatherland. I was there. I was there before until I see you there. Nobody, they are not even fighting for your fatherland. Not in Nnamdi, not anymore. Biggie now, they are denying Biggie now. The Biggie boy, the Biggie, Nnamdi Biggie. China Sanworu now, they are abandoning them. But shame on all of you who are volunteer. Shame on all of you who have revised the contract to be killing your own people, not Fulani headsmen. Those of you who say you are unknown gunmen, the thing that happened to Biggie will happen to all of you, except you retrace your step. Because as far as I'm concerned, now the Kanu is not protecting any Igbo man, but rather it destroying the Igbo race. When I talk now, you go tell me whether I be Igbo. Now Basari here sonny join Mokoi. He's destroying the Igbo people. Everything that will give us Biafra, we keep telling you, this man has damaged it. Where is Biggie? Obase, where is Biggie? Benjamin Madubugu, where is Biggie? You people have abandoned them. The same way you did to Akowara. All this, how many of our people will you sacrifice to quench your taste for anger? And then you are going to come and say, Aloha, where Biafra must come, Nigeria must disintegrate, and then they sell corn. I don't talk to people that sell corn. Simeon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, roll out your political campaign machinery now. We are waiting for all of you. You want money, right? You will get that money. And people think we are celebrating. We don't see what you are doing. We don't feel you. Only the truth moves us. Only the truth moves us. Only the truth propels us. We will keep pushing with this truth. We don't care because we know that truth does not need defense. We are not moved by what they say. Hallelujah. We are not moved by what they do. Hallelujah. We are only moved by the truth word of God. Hallelujah. We are only moved by the truth of life. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Brother singing now. Amen. 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 Sister sing it now. Amen. 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 All of you who think Biafra is your property, you want to mess up the next generation. I tell you, you are not ready for what is coming. Now the Kanu is going to spend the rest of the time to deny these people. Those of you in diaspora thinking you are sponsoring to defend our land, go back and take record. We keep complaining, hey, they are marginalizing us, they are killing us, they are did this, they done this to us. What have we done to ourselves? Look at one man for the first time. Every Biafran indigenous people are coming to give support. Look at what he has become. We know the cure, and everybody will be cured. Don't worry. There are two questions we need to ask ourselves. Number one, who are we? Who are we? If you are a Biafran listening to me, ask yourself, who are you? Who are you? If you can't answer these questions sincerely, this is the beginning of your misery. We are the most persecuted Homo sapien that has walked this earth. I'm not talking about the dark ages. I'm not talking about dispensation we know nothing about, except from what we hear from the histories written down, or maybe led in the spirit into those truths. We are the only people that genocide was carried out in our land, and the same people who carried out this genocide in our land are still covering it up, doing everything they can do. If you are a Nigerian, you are trying to shut up the voice of Biafrans, you don't have shame. Ask yourself as a Biafran, who are we? We are the one that God blessed with heaven and earth, yet we almost become beggar. If not for the availability of human capacity deposited within our mind, only God, I'm not sure we will be here. Most of you do not know that many races has been cut off from this earth. But then God continued to endow us with grace to survive, and it will become misery to the world. But in the midst of this misery, who are we? Some of us choose to become very stupid. Some of us choose to become very hopeless. Some of us choose to become greedy people. Some of us lose track. Who are we? Who are we? The enemy knows us already. You think they are going to tell you? The point is that they've not been able to underscore us. They've not been able to understand who we truly are and how we function. We are people in need of freedom, to cut it short. And because we need freedom, people who feel your pain, most of them begin to cash on your vulnerability to undo you. And now they cannot know you want Nigerian disintegrated as fast. So when they come, he say, hello, has told us, I stand on the word of God. Biafra must come. Is there anybody who would have stopped it before? If you like, stand on the word of devil. If you like, stand on the word of Aruchuku. Abeno Pabi, the Shiran you take us to. Stand on the every word. Whether Satan likes it or not, Biafra must be restored. So stop playing on people's intelligence. Help them to know who they truly are. We begin to make this effort to talk to our people so they begin to see the real issue that need to be addressed. And every such individuals, all of them were classified as saboteur. And now the kind of those who has been playing us. Nobody knew until we came out. Until we came out. But his exposure is not something we are doing in a hurry. All of you will know him for who he is. He has abandoned Biggie now. Biggie was an unknown gunman. He has abandoned Biggie. And so all those of you, they will give you 2,000. After they will insult you. Learn from us, because they will come for all of you. Now they cannot have stopped looking for Biafra, whether you know or you don't know. Let it come and change the narrative. They have the media power as they think. They have the connections. People like Atiku, all of them as they think. No problem. And you ask yourself two questions to enable you validate the essence of this message this evening. Who are we? Who are we? Can you sincerely answer that you know who you are? When I ask you who are you, you say, Onyibe, 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 but the truth is that you don't even know who you are. No wonder the Bible says, I saw a son of a king walking on his foot, and the son of a slave riding on the horse. Let us continue. Number two question you need to ask yourself. What are we? Who are we? And what are we? Who are we? What are we? Wise man will die for foolish man backyard. With every sense we have, let us come back a little bit and understand when you misplace your priority, you can be bamboozled and mesmerized, just like we are being done now by Nnamdi Kanu. It's over 10 years now. We are shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Common single letter is not submitted to United Nations, not to talk of EU or AU. Common single letter. But they have series of video they have made, series of write-up they have made. The latest one now is that they are telling you that Israel is begging Nigeria to look into Nnamdi Kanu case because the war that is coming. Who told you? Who told you? Who are you and what are you? Who are you and what are you? Israel now is begging Nigeria, please don't Nnamdi Kanu wahala too much. Afari Bekuman that can't even profess Biafra in his own community. If I lie, let the family of IPOB in Afari Beku come. He's the one now, a whole Israel. Netanyahu is begging Nigeria and Buhari. I thought Buhari is dead. And of course, those of you from Kuwait, all those Nnamdi Kanu recruit, it is your job. Do your job. If you don't call me Sabo now, Nnamdi Kanu will not give you 2,000 naira. It is our money he's giving you. Who are you and what are we? You cannot answer this question, then you don't even know what is happening. We have pushed and pushed and pushed. This is a decade gone, my brother. Can't you understand? Ask Nanya, ask Chike Dozen, ask Tony Zurumike. Oh, he went to Donald Trump. He's with the Donald Trump election campaigner. Donald Trump will give us Biafra. Donald Trump has left office. We are not hearing it. And we will come from America. We the America, we are formidable. We are going to Americanize Biafra. You are criminal. Stop playing with the mind of our people. Under our watch, none of you will set the next generation. If it were a business, you would have restricted this business to a Yahoo company. People like us would not have been there. Now the Kano boys, he will soon come and tell you lie. He abandoned Biggie. These are people who thought they were fighting for their fatherland. And of course, we must continue. The moment you are able to answer yourself these two questions, you see your life will change for good. Number one, we must create civil alliance. Civil alliance. I would not want to dwell much on each of these points, but then, because of time, civil alliance. You must create civil alliance. Let us try and learn from the Yoruba. Today, suppose Biafra agitators are shouting, hey, Yoruba have floated another Moteko. Hey, they have floated another one. You want to tell us that what you are doing is okay. What Nnamdi Kanu is doing is opposite to Yoruba. Yoruba are very sophisticated in terms of communal network of operation and functioning. Which English I won't give you. Yoruba people are very sophisticated, very complicated. Every little touch command obedient. They know when to and when not to, because they know who they are and what they are. The part of our problem, they are part of our problem. But that is not the issue now. Because after all, in the end, it is the strongest person that actually win them all. And so everybody ordinarily, we want to do whatever they can do in order to survive. They live by instincts. But they know what they are doing. We are the ones shouting, they are killing us, so Fulani is herdsmen. Look at what they did in Ebonyi State. Has anybody said anything? But why are they not saying anything? Does it mean we are dumb or we are deaf or we don't know what to do? We know, but there is no civil alliance. Because there is no civil alliance, that is why saboteurs rise up immediately and call the genuine individual saboteur. Without Biafra Human Rights Radio, no saboteur supposedly on Nnamdi Kanu record has responded to Nnamdi Kanu. Because there is no civil alliance. Nobody can ask Nnamdi Kanu question. My guy, why is Omiumiu is saboteur? Why is Leti Mamezu saboteur? Why would you believe Uchimefo is a saboteur? Let's not talk about our own. Because there is no civil alliance. He thought he can bamboozle everybody, muzzle all of us to submission. But you don't even know who we are. The Yoruba have it like this. Whether it is Showore, most of you don't know Showore is not a complete Yoruba man. It's a Jaw man. A Jaw carved into Yoruba land. After many years, they think they are Yoruba. All those Jaw, Satan Jaw, all of you. Showore is not a Yoruba man. You heard me right. It's a Jaw man. His ancestors has lived in Yoruba land, carved them into Yoruba land. And so Yoruba will not give him the support they would have given to him if he were a pure Yoruba man. Let him take me to court. Let me prove it to him. But of course, when their own come, because they have civil alliance, they pick up that man. Is it a ho-ho, abi a ho-ho? You will sabi pronounce and they pronounce. And they keep pushing him. They keep directing him. Onyamaneka we guagua. If he make move, his people will correct him. Oh, but not like that too. He can be in Ijebode, he takes a move, and then another person from Kwara will call him and say that thing is against our culture. Rephrase it. And then somebody from Ogun State will call him. That thing is correct. Move ahead. Civil alliance. You will be here shouting, Yoruba have legal security outfit that are protecting their land. Be singing their praise. Hey, Yoruba float another one. Hey, Yoruba I have told all of you, Igbo people, forming security for Yoruba inside Facebook. Shame on you. Allow Yoruba to use their mouth now and talk their own now. Allow them to talk their own now because you think you are fooling everybody. No form of civil alliance. We are supposed to get to a level, most of the things we do, some tribes in Biafra land forbid it. And now you see, our place, they say where you call home, you don't say that place is a bush. They don't. And then some of you come here and say, oh, you are a bush, you are an idiot, you are a monkey, but we forbid it in my place. How do you think I can function to you? If you are truly brought up in a home, you will know that if you see a child that said, my mother's soup is not sweet, that child need to be hanged, sacrificed to the gods. They don't do it. There was this family then in my place. They were very poor. Very poor. The kind of soup they make is just practically cupboard. And they are my relatives. And then I will visit them. And then the man will be so happy and they serve me food. And each time I taste that food, my God, it's another concussion. But I remember that where we come from, we don't try it. I'll be eating the food. The man will be looking at, are you enjoying it? I say, yes. I'll be looking at, and very sweet, very sweet. I did not crush their spirit. I gave them reason to see the best in them. Civil alliance. But I know there are some children today say, my uncle can cook very rubbish food. They will talk nonsense because they don't have home training. And now when you have people with diverse cultures, opinion regarding issues, and you do not form civil alliance, begin to call Biafra for only your village now. Why does the truth hurt most of you? I can come here now and sit down and begin to rheumatize you. Ginger your brain. You feel good. After feeling good, one Fulani headsman will go to your village and kill all of you. If you are not delivered, nothing can be delivered. Self-emancipation. Self-deliverance. That is what we are doing to you here before you know what is happening. Yoruba have these things in place. Their slightest touch among one another commands obedience. We come out all of a sudden. The same man we kept ladder for to get to where we are, where he is. He bamboozled all of us because we were genuine people. He controls the finance. He controls the security. He controls the administration. He controls everything. Why won't he say he's a God? And now if he's a God, we are here to put his righteousness to the test. And then what did he do? He used and dump. Eh? You people be writing, Biggie is inside the soup. Let me tell you what will happen to Biggie. If you look at Biggie from when he was dancing with Biggie Bele and when he was confessing, you will see the difference is like day and night. Without the eye bulb, you may not be able to believe it is Biggie. That is Biggie. Now, what they do is they begin to give you 2 square meal a day. That 2 square meal a day, on daily basis, they reduce the size. This is to prevent you from having harsh ulcer. But their main target is to weaken you, dull down your brain. You feel like sleeping all the time or sitting down. That is the target. And then they keep quiet. If nobody asks of you, then they sell your body pass. A human being can be sold up to 10 million naira. When they harvest your kidney, then they harvest your heart, your lungs, depending on the customer that is around for it. But the point now is that you will be killed once they notice nobody is asking of you. The same case of Akowara. We're talking of Akowara every day. Does his family know whether he's alive or not? Who the hell detained somebody, hold somebody in Kemenekado over 6 months now, and the family has not seen him? What kind of justice system is that? So now the Kanu know he has easy way to abandon everybody. And once they abandon you, they keep quiet. They say, don't talk about him. He died naturally because they are not his family member. When I was arrested, I know people who were making effort to see that I was released. All of them in Abia State, in Port Harcourt, including Amarachi Ibe Gift, they pretend they don't know anything about me. It was Chimobi, late Chimobi Okafor from Anambra, that left Anambra and went to Nnamdi Kanu house and said, George Onyibe is in the court. And Amarachi told them, no, it's not. I am the legal prosecutioner. She persisted and insisted. And then they sent one boy. I've forgotten his name, but I have all his data. Go there. And the boy saw me. It was God's intervention. That boy had been killed though. That boy had been killed though. But it's not you now, because you are in America now. We are here carrying this thing for head for now. Now they make fool of us. Don't worry. That fire you people are lighting close to the throne, you will feel it one day. And so once Nnamdi Kanu is on the other side of the mic now, shouting, yeah, we are formidable. We are we are this one, we are that one. All of you are happy. If I tell you how it's going to be, you can die of high blood pressure. So let me leave you there, because I mean you know him. Where is that boy? Those of you who know who I'm talking, that small boy that used to go for Amarachi, the small boy signing for shorty for everybody, including me. Where is that boy? Biggie now, they don't know Biggie. They don't deny Biggie. People's children. Understand what the Fulanis are, and these people are doing to me, to our people. There is a way to handle such matter. We should understand what the media does, what the media have done to us all these years, what they have reduced us to. You don't have such civil alliance, and you are pushing for Biafra. Which kind of Biafra? You form cabal. You think we don't know how we were amalgamated? You think we don't know what led to independent doom? You think we do not know the in and the out of the supposedly civil war that was actually a genocidal war? You think we don't know how the constitution was fraudulently placed on our head? And then we're walking very close to liberating ourselves from this evil enclave. Another person is bringing the same new colonization strategy to undermine us. Not in our time. Not even with the next generation. And so, if you are fighting for freedom, you do not have provision for creating civil alliance, my brother, the journey has just begun. Number 2, we must create political alliance. Learn from our Fulani. We're fighting for our freedom. We and the politicians are enemy. In as much as I will never support what they are doing, I know all the truth I need to know about them. Let me repeat. What do they call them? Do they say European army are in Abuja? Or how do they call them? They know they are writing. Oh, Britain has sent their army to teach Nigeria how to arrest unknown gunmen. And then they come. They didn't come to you. They went to Abuja. And if they are in Abuja, the moment they enter Aso Rock, they take them to the guest house. They give them wine. That is when you know that there are wine manufactured. In fact, the water Jesus turned into wine is still in the market. That water Jesus turned into wine in Galilee is still in the market. They drink, they laugh. And then they put a phone call to your governor. Which people are this one doing Biafra? Oh, Delta is there, Bayelsa is there, Enugu, Imo, Abia, Ebonyi, Cross River, all of them. They are dragging some part of Benue and some part of Kogi. Now them, Edo State, all of them, see them. They say, call, summon all the governors. They want second tenure. The one that is not looking for second tenure is looking for Senate or president. And then most of them have helicopter, you don't know. Most of these your governors have helicopter. So they don't even need to go and queue in any airport. And then they rush and go and meet them. And then when they get there, they say, yes, we understand your people are talking about secession. Look for bad name and call it. They say, don't mind those people. They don't have sense. The other one say, yes, it's a political motivated. We cannot listen to them. The other say, ignore them. They are jobless people. The other one say, come to think about it. What is the kind of Biafra they are looking for? Is it because these people don't know the truth? That I can come out, graduate with first class upper, and then work under a man who did not go to school in the same country? You telling me they don't know this? They were once there. Are you telling me these people don't know we don't have hospital, no medical facilities, no electricity, no pipe-borne drinking water, civil servants has not been paid, not even the monthly salary, not to talk about pension or gratuity? Why are you behaving like this? Are you telling me they do not know the monopoly of Nigerian economics? The current stature of each commerce and industry? Are you telling me they are not aware of this erroneous and very fake justice system? They are part of it. They know. But then, how could they come home? How could they reason with us? I challenge all of you, every pro-Biafran group, show me your work that you have made effort in time past to woo this politician to do the right thing. No. The general masses, the poor masses as they call it, all of you are waiting now. All these things we are shouting now. Once it's 2023 presidency election, some of you will collect 500 to your own detriment. And you're telling me the person who pay you money to vote for him will care for you? That is why I ask, who are we and what are we? They invested their hard-earned money into politics to convince you to vote for them. And you want them to carry your matter in their head? But am I supporting what they are doing? No. Because who among all of us has gone to woo these people? We're supposed to do it. And then we know those who are actually hell-bent to see us remain in this slavery. People fought for restructure. I can tell you categorically and sincerely that restructure is as good as Biafra we are fighting for. And so if they don't want Biafra to come, they will never give you restructure. Come to think how many millions that have died under Ojukwu restructure. Come to think about the effort of Nyanwodo, among other socio-cultural organization and interest group within the Biafra land. Political gurus who has made effort to see that there is a restructure. They won't. Because restructure is as good as Biafra. But then we stand our ground. It is Biafra or Biafra. Now, this having been said, who has wooed them? Nobody has appealed to them. At least if you don't want to appeal to them to do the right thing, remember they use their money to buy that position from you. Most of the interest group and socio-cultural organization that exist is just making money on the expense of the politician. What's the standard? I have a friend who that is his job. He has group, they can call themselves Utonia Social Club. But their duty is once it is time to register, they go and register. Get their distance, everything in that. And then the people call them. You people, how many voters can you give us? He say, it's 20. Each of them is 10,000. And then they collect the money. Then maybe you that owns the PVC, they have agreed to give you 2 naira. That is not your business. Go and ask Benjamin Madubugu and Nnamdi Kanu. Those of you in Imo State, those of you in Abia, swear to God that you people did not receive 2,000 from Atiku money. But all of you are there now, you are afraid of Aruchuku. The person who collected money from Atiku and gave all of you 2,000, Benjamin Madubugu, let him go to that Aruchuku. Be afraid of our oath will kill you. All of you keep quiet, look at them. They want Biafra. God forbid. All of you, look at you. Some of you, we're not talking to everybody. Some of you called me and said, what is happening? Onyibe, I trusted you. But we are looking at you people. And some people say, they are giving us 2,000 that we should go and vote. I never responded to them. Nnamdi Kanu have taken me to Shiran to take oath. So if I lie against him, let the oath get rid of me. But he cannot take that same oath. And then after collecting money, Nnamdi Kanu will come. Obiano is a kai man. He's a gogoro man. He collect money. Obiano become Angel Obiano. You people don't know Willie Obiano is Angel now since he gave Fine Boy Moto. Nonsense. We have constantly see people criticize them. We have constantly see people warn them. We Biafra come, we go kill all our politicians. We Biafra come, we go shoot to them. We then no go enter. Them be saboteur. It is like some people say, oh, we go kill all this whole saboteur. He go do this one. Touch one Biafran person innocently. The ones you are killing are the ones that are not listening. We are asking you to look for Biafra Nation family and join. So when anything happens to you, you can't be anonymous. But when you deliberately attack a Biafran from across Biafra land, you will visit the case of Mustafa. Everyone from Idoma to Igala, every matter will be reviewed. And let me tell you for your information, the people with this information are scattered around the globe. You will not see them. You make the move, they understand the essence of their job. We believe in trust issue and we protect it with our life. We are not coward. We cannot be broken by anybody. And we cannot yield to intimidation. We cannot yield to evil because of intimidation. We remain the sons of our Father. And we will live by the dignity they have taught us to live by. You are the ones shouting, oh, we will kill you. We will kill the governor. We will kill you. Imagine now, if supposing you can be able to kill me, and I know when Biafra come, truly you will kill me. Do you think I will let that Biafra come? Don't you have sense? Yoruba fighting for Dudua. Have you seen anybody curse anybody? They know what Tinubu have done to Yoruba nation. Have you seen them attack him? Have you seen Adinka grandson say anything against Uhuhu? How do they even pronounce it? Have you seen them attack themselves? They have political alliance. All the governors of the 8 governors of the South, is it Southwest or Yoruba land? All of them came out in full support and gave vehicle to Omoteko. You cannot divide them. Now they can't want to be the governor of all governors, pastor of all pastors, Abenokpabe of all Abenokpabe, Uchukuchu of Uchukuchu. What is this man's name? He wants to be everything. And so if you truly want Biafra, remember these politicians are our brother. Remember these people you are targeting saboteur are our brother. They feel the same pain we feel. Remember that there is no way you will cut off the head and then the eye is spared. Number 3, we must create a religion alliance. A religion alliance. With every form of mistake we have encountered, we should develop the ability or habit of improvising and taking advantage of that our failure. And that is why David said, thy gentleness, O Lord, has made me great. I try to study the Yoruba religion society. And I see that in their heart of heart, all of them are pagan. All of them. But then, outside that pagan, which is their religion identity, about 75% of them are Muslim. And then about 25% are Christians. When it comes to politics, only one person tried to use that technique to disarm Yoruba. That was during the time of Goodluck. They were bitterly that for the first time, Adamu Farouk, the Yorubas were divided among themselves. Because the Christians actually were weak. I think somebody was not doing his job. They want to support Goodluck. And then the Muslims who actually believe they are born to rule, they support the next person. Osibanjo, as a Christian being there today, it is to re-cement the Yoruba alliance for religion. Adeboye Kumuye Oyedepo used to visit the Oni of Ife when they are doing all those, they are using head burial ritual. They understand that everybody, you are just answer for the interest of all of us. Did you think they don't see some of these things that they should have condemned? Have you seen Yoruba pastor going to Shrine to destroy Shango or Shunde? But look at us. Once you receive small anointing, you go to every Shrine. I didn't say I'm in support of Shrine, neither am I telling you I'm against it. But these are knowledge beyond you. You cannot comprehend it. Why did you dabble into issues you know nothing about? You carry out, oh, we are doing deliverance. You form story. May the Lord be with all of you. You must form religious alliance. Now they can't wake up one day. He calls the churches. But most of you don't know that after government, the next people that control the world is religion. And I tell you, in fact, religion people control the world. But you don't know. Without the church, without the religion, there is no government. Go to the Vatican City and find out from them. They have things they can do, but they are limited in operation based on protocol. And none of them will break their protocol because of you. Let me tell you how it works. When you are a right reverend, the day you are ordained as a right reverend, you will emerge globally on website as the latest emerging bishop. Everybody will see it. And that is because there is a very strong integration, affiliation between all of them. And so when it comes to some details issue, nobody is a reverend from Catholic or Pentecostal or Cherubim and Seraphim. No, they fall under one umbrella to push the word to where they want. Today, Today, we thought we are going to have a religion identity like the Arabatarian. That one and the Kanu teachers. But soon we discovered that it's enslaving our people to it. Go and look at those unknown gunmen. They said they arrest, biggie them. About 3 of them are pastor. 2 are pastor of St. Bottles and Kaikai, Urubutarian and Arabatarian. And then 1 is Pentecostal. And these people in their heart were genuinely thinking they are doing the work of God. But they are misguided fella. IPOB must not abandon all of them. All of you telling Nande Kano to go and release Biggie, to go and release Akwara. This is chanting and ranting will not take him far. Because the people are wiser now. Nobody will set the next generation under our watch. Asari is a Muslim. Chief Mojud Asari Dokobo. I don't know if I pronounce it. A lot of things is difficult for me to pronounce anyway. He's a Muslim. The highest Igbo Muslim society in Biafra land is in Imo State. Go and look for Yusuf Nwolo. Have you considered the enormous power that these people can wield in certain issues? Let us be sincere. If we want to go to Saudi Arabia and say, let's form an alliance, let us go. You think they are going to open door to any pastor or any lawyer? But when they see their own, they will give them attention. I'm not here to tell them the secret and all those things, but I'm just trying to tell you that there is supposed to be religion alliance. Anyway, before you jamokano, yakenye wu before you jamokano, and you be the kunu okai mo one monenye loka, one monenye le Mohammed, one monenye le Idugu. What is hard for you to understand? You don't have all these things in place. You challenge all of them. And yes, you are collecting our monthly due, deceiving everybody. It's unfortunate. Get ready, because next 10 years, if you people don't open your eye, you please say Biafra, and these people are looting the hell out of us, looting broad daylight from our life. We must create a union alliance. There are different groups that exist, very powerful, you will never know. Union allowance. When I mean union alliance, I'm not trying you to grammatize it. I'm trying to get what I'm telling you, because this message is not for everybody. He who do, he do he. Who know, he go know when the time come. As a child, but was I a child? No. As a grown-up man, when I went to hustle in Lagos, I stayed then around Orile. Look at Orile, Alafia, my 2 houses. And then you have a lot of Igbo business within those areas. And then I work with one of them. Each time we sit down and discussing, like during break, I hear different tribe. They say, Nnewi people, Nnewi people, Nnewi people. Now understand, they are not saying Igbo people, though, because there is a secret that exists, a union secret that exists within the Nnewi people that does not exist with all the Igbos. I saw one music that characterized, describe all of them. They are not saying Igbo people, no. They always say Nnewi people, Nnewi people, Nnewi people, Nnewi people do this, Nnewi people do that. And that is because almost all the companies around there belong to Nnewi people. And then I begin to monitor them. When you are fighting one Nnewi man, little will you know that you are fighting the whole Nnewi. Except it's not Nnewi man. They have union. Let's digress from there. For instance, we want to organize sit at home. Without the market union, You will not be able to. Market union, transport union, among others. You will not be able to do anything. How many of them do you recognize? Oh, the Agburu, Abi? No, the Agburu. Or you think it's all those game of intimidation and harassment? When everybody become a tiger like you, the jungle eventually will become unsafe for all of us. But we should have alliance that the other time people were saying, oh, I also banned tomato and onions from coming in. And the tomatoes and onions rotted. But this is just one union. Forget that it's tomato. Supposing it is something else. Look at how they were able to coordinate themselves. You are not learning from them. That a group of farmers, inconsequential, in the Asuibu, were able to mobilize themselves and stop food from entering your region. Thank God we don't depend on their food to survive. If they have succeeded, ordinary those farmers, the one you are yabbing that they plant corn, would have held us hostage. I stop underrating anybody when it comes to issue of agitation. When I discovered that from George Washington to be able to stop the revolution and win the country for the people, he needed the trained workers to defend the last outpost. Cross into the hinterland of America, the seat of power of America. I tell you, that would have been the end. But then, George Washington, at the verge of giving up, had a good news. Some group of inconsequential men. They were trained conductor, trained railway maintainers. Olden days train locomotive engine. They said no. If this train enters the seat of power, and then the common man is gone, they disconnect the railway line. And that was how that train carrying tons of ammunition subsided. And then George Washington and his men were able to rally around those ammunitions and then take victory of independence of America from the hand of the British colonial, what do they call them, masters or imperialists. So what am I saying? It took ordinary rice farmer to teach America the same lesson some years over. Vietnam was just a community of rice farmer, not the PhD holders like all of us. LLB, KQD, all of them. Union. Where are our union? They don't have power, and we don't have power. If we give them power, they will give us power. And in the end, all of us will become power. I won't talk more than that because I'm not talking to everybody. But these are the things we're supposed to discuss internally. We are shouting, oh, they are doing this. Imagine all our importer and exporters say no importer, no exporting until they open on a seaport, until on a seaport is functioning, until there is seaport in Biafra and Delta. And then they hold their ground. As fraudulent as the constitution of Nigeria may be, it gave loophole for people to do whatever they want to do. Because I understand we do not run a flexible constitution. It is a rigid constitution that can only be amended with certain amount of vote from whatever the nonsense it is. Imagine the power they will possess and what they will do. And then we look at creating or forming alliance with organization. We have a lot of human rights organizations. The only one that have stand steady for the issue of Biafra, I'm still studying to know the relationship they have with Nnamdi Kanu. That is inter-society. Inter-society all these years has been studied. Whoever you people are, honestly, I appreciate you. Even when we are wrong, they will project the reason why we are wrong and why what was done to us should not be done to us. That is why sometimes when you go to court, they ask you, are you guilty or not guilty? Sometimes you are eligible to plead that I am guilty with reasons. Already you know you are guilty. But if you say I am guilty with reason, he may give the judge or magistrate to give you rooms to explain what is behind your action. And then any matter that would have not been treated or considered in the course of revealing that matter will now surface. Whose union? Amnesty International is running for us. BBC is running for us. CNN is running for us. Al Jazeera is running for us. Yoruba Gota Media is running for us. Except they want to get something from us. Which organization are we in support of now? And I know almost of these people want to work with us. But one man just turned to Agada Bajirizo. But you cannot be Agada Bajirizo because there is another already. And then every day our people are dying in their thousands. Fulani are killing their own. Then unknown government are doing their own. Eastern security are doing their own. Police are doing their own. Army are doing their own. Go and check Boko Haram, Fulani, Hesme, Miati, Allah, Mark Ben. All of them are doing their own. Go and look at the victims. Over 90% of them are our people. Over 90%. We don't have no union. By this time, our people in the military are supposed to be coordinating all this action. On an individual basis, we know they are under oath to do certain things. But that oath cannot overrule the fact that they have to defend their life when necessary. And the life of their family above all other. Even when they are issued the last order. Common sense will tell them that this last order, it gets limit. Where are they? Where are the doctors association? Where are the lawyers association? I'm not blaming anybody on this. I'm blaming all of us. Because some of you, with the little opportunity you have, you turn to God. And listening to a brother that was making a broadcast, and he talked about something. He said, Britain, Europe, when British government colonized many parts of the world, he said something. They fought. They spent money to conquer you. And just few men. You look at Frederick Lugard. He put himself on a defensive outpost. Britain were running out of soldiers to conquer people for them. And then Frederick Lugard said, don't worry, I don't need much soldier to conquer these people. I know what I did in India. Let's go to Africa, I will do the same thing. He came in, he invested his life here. Convert all of us to soldier to kill ourselves. Soldier to soldier ourselves. You think that man was a dull brain? He could be a drunk. He could be fatherless. His memory is something we can only curse. But I tell you, to the British, to the British government, that is why they call him Lord. Now, when these people went everywhere, they spent money. There are things I'm not privileged to tell you here. Because they need to be living under the illusion that we are mugu. We don't have sense until they confront us. You don't come out and say, oh, he's very wise, very intelligent man. No, we don't do that. We don't give up our ground. They spent money to conquer all of you, from China to Japan to India to everywhere they went to. And now, when they left, they took everything they have worked for and developed their land. They steal oil from Africa, it develops somewhere in Europe. Whatever they steal, it develops their land. We understand that the companies like SPDC, ExxonMobil, Saipem, any among others belongs to somebody. But then these people are not taking the money to enrich themselves. They are investing it in their land. And then go to the countries that were colonized. just like us. Africa, for example, the brother reminded us, we are the one that hide money inside Sokewe. We are the one that hide money inside Sokewe. We are the one that put money inside tank stand. We are the one that takes money and hide in Europe. The brother clearly said that some of us are richer. Some of our people are richer than the whole Africa. Go and check how much Dangote is stealing. You know what we are saying. But go to Dangote community, where supposedly he came from. That is where the home to the poorest people. So all of us have our fault. But it is appointed some to deliver, and then maybe some to kill. To all his own. If you are here to kill us, come and kill us. If you are here to save us, come and save us. But don't play on our intelligence. When are we going to reason? And understand, learn from those who have gone before you. All the money they stole down and gave to their children. Go and look for them. They have embezzled it. And that one you are amassing, saving now, you think is for your children, you will see when you are gone. Maximum, the next and your grandchildren will benefit from it. But after that, that is the end. Because all of you who are reigning like king now and God, so like I was saying, we know how it's supposed to be. All of us are guilty. And all of us can make it right. But if you think you're going to hide anything, brothers, think again. Conclusion is, there is need for us to re-strategize to ensure a successful transition. There is need. Don't let anybody deceive you. When we come, we ask you, look for Biafra Nation family and join. Most of you don't know what we are doing there. Yes, you are going to make contribution at the end of the day. Yes, we need money. Yes, we need our people. Yes, there is a lot of things to be done. But the idea, it's not to rule anybody. There are things we are supposed to do with our money. When Nnamdi Kanu embezzle those money, he will blackmail you for it. The first problem he began to have is transmitter issue. Today, one of the areas they wanted to blackmail me is that I ate transmitter money. If Nnamdi Kanu was able to dilute or digest those lies fabricated against me, by now they would have told you that I am the person that is with the transmitter money that was given to Nnamdi Kanu when I have not even joined IPOB. That is how bad it can be. And of course, at this moment, I will open the lines, and then if you are able to call in, you call in. The WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642, 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line, I repeat again, is 070-815-45642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. I repeat again, that direct line is 081-221-52971. And of course, if you have access to my WhatsApp line or my direct line or messenger, you are free to call in. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, nada. Land of the right side. John Lovine. My originality. Land of the right side. Biafra. Land of the right side. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra. and the murder. Great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup, so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced it. I never knew.
Yes, of course, we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? They will. Good evening from here.
Very powerful analysis.
My brother, we just have to tell our people the truth. Go ahead, please.
Very powerful analysis. You see what we're going through in this world today. Because of us, so these people set up a political virus. This is a political virus, nothing like sickness, what virus, called this coronavirus. Just because of us, these people set up this political virus. You see, these people conquer 170 people in the world, including China and India. So when the news is going on that the current president is there, is no more alive, people are protesting in their country. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because if this thing is going to damage the image of Britain and just virus and circulate it all over the world. Give them, you have to follow it. If you fail to do it, they kill you. That is what they do. That is what they did. Then everybody is running, hey, coronavirus, hey, coronavirus. Can you tell me now, in Europe now, as they are going getting into summer now, every virus will disappear. Then why Africans are having the virus? Africans is 24 hours hotness, well, 24 hours hot weather. So why are they saying that we have political virus there? It's because they are evil empires. They have no politicians. It's political virus, they call it. Now we are fighting for the political virus, and they are coming to Nigeria to secure their resources. That place we come from is the resources of the whole world. Is there they are feeding. My brother, if you come to Europe now, see just little song. Go see the kind of happiness and joy these people have in them. That is the fertile land God have given us. And we are jumping around. This who happened to be a director of Radio Biafra. Can you tell me one thing that guy achieved in Biafra, in that Radio Biafra? Can you tell me just one thing he achieved?
He created Saboteur. He is the Umende Saboteur one of Biafra land. Once you have a contrary opinion, you are a saboteur. He tried. Go ahead.
No, it's not only that. The only thing he achieved, just Radio Biafra. How do you know this iPod? Is he not Radio Biafra? How do you know this guy? Is he not Radio Biafra? When that radio was not speaking, this guy is nobody. He's nowhere to be found. He used to call me on phone. I can't pick his call. I'm always very busy to answer his call. This boy, all of the sudden, 2000, the radio. Okay, imagine somebody who is collecting money now for ESL. He want to build ESL. This guy cannot set up a transmitter we paid for him to cheat, buy and cheat. And he was lying on radio. where he was London, where he was very hungry. This guy is a hungry, poor, wretched man. He comes from a wretched place. He's not a human being. Do you know that this guy, I paid 450 euro for him to buy this transmitter. Do you know that this guy come to radio with some British guys and broadcast on radio that these British guys are the ones who are going to set up this radio when he came to Nigeria? 2013 December, he do this. Do you know that common transmitter, this guy cannot be able to bring that from seaport? This idiot who is going to set up Eastern security, criminal security, is somebody who cannot be able to brought out common transmitter container and set up for good 1 good year. We go and take money and buy ammunition. Where do you have the connection to bring the ammunition? Is it this one in the senator talking like an imbecile all the time? Is it that one? That one don't have level now. He's targeting for Abia state governor. What connection this guy have? They have no connection. And all of the sudden, God connect him for someone to be among him. He called and begged. He was calling, saying that I'm his cousin. Then I am his cousin. Begging on his knees all the time, calling me on food. I thank God that I give him food he eat. I take care of him like a boy. He can never challenge me anywhere. I see last time he sent one of his riffraffs who normally drive him those days. He just gave him small pocket money. That one come and talk. If that boy know me, he can never go to that Facebook and talk that nonsense. I don't normally talk. If he really want to, let him go down to my place. They know me very well with Benjamin. Let him go to my house, to where I come from. Ask who is this person. Then we tell him. You see me? I don't see anybody in this world. All I see is foolish, useless animals all over the world, ruling by one woman. And God will take away that demon one day for we to be free. There is nothing like a coronavirus. It's political virus. Somebody will get this virus and then we tell you, oh, we quarantine you for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, go and take medical checkup. And you go there, oh, it's not negative, it's gone. Now they're sending corona vaccine to us. Why? My brother, do you know that in Scandinavia, for past 60 years, they are not producing, they are reducing. Now you people they killed 50 years ago have become World Trade Director General. You people have become International Criminal Court President. The people they killed 50 years ago. These people wake up now. What are you talking? These people are coming to conquer, not up to 50 years. We kill them like this. They are coming up again. That Israel we are hearing is our land. This place they are calling Israel. It's not Israel. That our land is the main Israel, where everything grows, where the weather is the best weather in the world. That is the creation of the Lord. They are very angry. We are about to live, but no bone of a human being can stop the ordained land of God. God have set up. We must only be free. I don't care if you're a Muslim, I don't care if you're a Christian, I don't give a damn. The most important thing is for we to be free. Because if you're a Muslim, the Muslim come from the Western world. If you're a Christian, the Christian come from them. So it's the same one uniform they are. After all, Muslim came out from Christianity. They are all one family. There is nothing different between Muslim and Christians. You know that?
Of course.
So these people have been fooling us so much. Now, just small sunshine now. Come and see how they are jumping in the street. Oh, coronavirus is going now. It's a political virus, nothing like virus. These guys are criminals. Don't you stop deceiving us. During the election, and I said, oh, look at what is happening. Can you people what about it? No. Then just decide, give them instruction, and they follow the instruction. Okay, the man who challenged the virus, they have killed him. The man in Tanzania who tested Popo, and Popo tested positive. Tested another fruit, tested positive. So I look at it. This Popo tests positive. This one tests positive. The man have died because he refused what the instruction they are giving to him. So what I'm saying is that they are hitting the nail where it's supposed to be hit. Now, the person that is the president is not going to UK because nobody will disturb him because this referendum have failed. So he's free now for him to go there. He's not going to medical checkup. He's going for them to give him instruction what to do. What the plan they are coming with that military is the plan they are going to set up with this medical checkup kind. Who is sick? My young boy is sick. Let all these motherfuckers. For God will pay them heavily. Then we never go. Keep the fire burning. At the end of the day, our children's unborn shall live in the land of God and praise the Heavenly Father.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
Keep moving.
Thank you very much. And of course, like I said, we don't have much time. But then if you call, try and be brief so that we can entertain more call. And of course, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Okay, go ahead. Let's see the voice now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Okay. I'm happy to be in your life today and to also to speak to you. So what I'm trying to say is that you are the only one that whenever I come to this Biafra life that allows people to to share their opinion. So what I'm saying is that based on what you said and how things is going to be now, you have seen what the Fulani people did to our people in Ebonyi with the boundary between Enugu. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, just the same thing that happened to Biggie. Do you have anything to say what happened to Biggie?
I am not talking about the Biggie and the ESN. I'm talking about the present.
Now, if you look at the issue in Ebonyi State, these are some of the things we have seen before now that even made us to hit the street. Nobody is ignorant about the menace of the Fulani headsmen in our community. Where I come from, they rape people at will, they kill everybody, not because they have a unique power, because the government is the one behind it, the government of Fulani, the Caliphate government of Nigeria. Now that we have known the way these people function, what do? We start counting record of how many of our people they have killed, or we work hard to improvise and checkmate this menace. We are supposed to see how we stop it. And that is why on this Human Rights Radio, we make everybody to understand that you don't need somebody to give you right to defend yourself. Everybody have what it takes to defend themselves. And then we don't cause violence. Now, what happened in Ebonyi State? The question we need to ask first of all is, what did the governor do? What did the indigenous of that community do? I can assure you that you are on the internet, that is why you heard about it. I called somebody from Ebonyi today, and the person said, no, that community should be the one in Enugu, and it's not sure it's Ebonyi. And still waiting for the feedback. I've not gotten it. And now, in as much as I cannot say it's a propaganda, I still are trying to make a point that some people in Ebonyi don't even know that something like that happened today. Now, what do we supposed to do? We create a network that will easy communication from across Biafra land. The same way, if we march now that we are looking for Biafra, they will wipe away half of our people without us even knowing. Now let me digress. When we went to Anambra State to do protest in Mpo, I managed to escape from that very hot spot where the Nigerian army were slaughtering our people. And then getting to around Opiweka, everybody was living life normal. But then back then in Mpo, I have seen thousands of our people murdered. And then I told the person with me and say, he can imagine in this same Anambra, on the other side, the Nigerian army are slaughtering our people. And then here now, everybody is living as if life is normal. Most people don't know what happened in Ekempo. Now, what do? The medium of passing information is very important. Organizing and creating a sense of community is very important because we are all divided already. That is why people like us joined this struggle, because it was a platform to unite us. So what they did in Ebonyi State, I condemn it. And even though I have anything to do to that effect, I won't come here and start telling you. And so in a non-share, let's say that it is, I condemn it. It doesn't matter who is involved. I condemn it. And it should not happen. And as far as those things continue to happen, we will
continue that we have some work to do, some work to do. And I understand your medium of communication. That is also important. But based on what we are seeing now, based on what is happening now in Nigeria, trying to put all those things together is somehow difficult, because Facebook is the only fastest way of sharing information. I hope you know that. Okay, so what I'm saying now is that what happened in Ebonyi with the boundary of Enugu now, he said that even though you have an option or something to do, you won't even tell me. So I have two questions for you again, sir. This ESN that people are trying to castigate or saying that they are criminal, do you think that they are criminal?
How many Fulani has they killed? Unknown gunmen and ESM. Do you have any record of any Fulani they have killed?
Okay.
And then since they left,
but you just said now that you won't tell me, even though you have any option about how to fight these people, you won't tell me.
No.
So you just expect them to say it.
No. When I mean
and how many they have killed.
My brother, when I say I will not tell you, I'm simply trying to make you understand that you don't see this on radio. But there are people who own that community, and nobody have the right to intervene in their matter except they really need your help. After all, there are a lot of killing going on in Ebonyi. You have two communities in Ebonyi killing each other. You have one community in Cross River and in Ebonyi killing each other. We have Fulani headsmen killing each other. Who really know who is doing this? We have unknown gunmen. Who really know who is doing this? The kind of way they kill our people in our land. Have you seen that happen in Yoruba land?
Talking of Yoruba land, I know, talking of Yoruba land, most of the elders in Yoruba land condemn what they call him Sunday Ibohu, of him agitating for Odiduwa. So he still proceed with the agitation. So, but no one is even talking to him. But when they come to Southeast, our home, our land, our elderly ones seems to be blindfolded by the politicians and the money they give to them.
Hold on. If I tell you that word you are using for them now is wrong, would you agree?
It's right.
Do you have a father?
Ask me why. Ask me why.
No, do you have a father? Is your father still alive?
Ask me why.
Is your father still alive, so that I tell you why I say you
100%. 100%.
So your father, one of those elders, is blinded by the money he collected.
Yes.
Your father collected money. Huh?
Can I land with the question you asked me now?
The point is, when we are addressing our elders, we must be very careful the way we push them until we know what
No, I never
What we
insulted
have
them. I
seen,
said that they are
you see,
blindfolded with the money they collect. Okay, sir.
you
So
accuse them
I know that
already.
you're a father and you also have a kid.
Yes,
You also have a kid,
yes.
and you also
I have
you are a father. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
You're a father. So can you see when someone is trying to affect, someone is trying to hurt your children, and you will still keep quiet without even saying anything?
Now,
What would you call such a father?
now there is a story they used to tell us as children. A man went to the
Hello?
farm with his son. You better listen to me.
Okay.
There is a story they tell us as children. A man went to the farm with his son and asked his son to wait for him in the hut while he go for hunting. And then in a few minutes the man left. His son starts lying by telling the father, "Daddy, daddy, lion, lion, lion." And the man rushed back only to meet the child. He says, "I'm joking." And then the man said, "Don't do that," and went back. And then a few seconds later, the son still called, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, lion." And then the man came back, rushed back, and there was no lion. And he told his son, "Why are you doing this? You better stop it." And the man left. And immediately the man left for the third time, lion came. And the boy started shouting, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, lion." The father said, "Don't mind him. That is how I love to joke." And before the man came back, the lion has eaten the boy. And now we have dwelled enough in propaganda. And most of the people now assume that what we do on radio is propaganda. And so when we are shouting now, "They are killing us, they are killing us," all these people will just keep quiet and say, "Don't mind those propaganda people." And now, before they can realize that this one is not propaganda, the deed have been done. Do you see this thing happening in our life?
Okay, according to your proverb now, according to your parable now, you mean that whatever all what we are saying then that they are killing us, that means the elders take it, and the elderly ones take it that we are lying to them.
Yes, majority of them are propaganda. That is why when we see news now, we take time to examine before we get involved. But whether they are killing our people, that is true. They are killing our people. But then it is important we find out who is killing our people. You mentioned ESM and unknown government. Have they killed one Yoruba, one Hausa, one Fulani? And the results on there are only Igbo people. That is the one they are killing. Is that what we come out here to do? We claim they are killing our people. And the same people who claim to be saving us are killing our people. Brother.
Okay, you said that the killing now that they have to investigate if it was on non-government or the ESN,
my
right?
brother, let's cut this call. I think you are not going anywhere. You cannot interrogate me to tell you what I'm not supposed to tell you on air.
No, I'm not interrogating you. You are educating me. You're educating me on things I don't know, and I'm still asking questions on things you are here to you're here to educate people, right?
But my pain is that I don't have much time now. In the next few minutes, there are two people on the call as you are talking now. Once I talk to them, I'll end this program.
Okay. Let me just round up with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what is happening in Igbo land now, the elderly ones,
they are responsible.
The way they play along is not right. First, secondly, our politicians, if we are looking up to them, we are making mistake. And thirdly, my people, my Biafran loved ones who are on this platform, I am not against anyone, both Uchemofo or Nnamdi Kanu. But what I'm trying to tell you people is that let's try to understand that these people are invading us, and they are invading and they are occupying us.
The only opportunity we have to defend ourselves now has killed more of our people than the people who is invading us. So who is deceiving who here? Anyway, thank you for your contribution. And tomorrow, by the grace of God, you try and join me. Maybe we'll have more time to discuss this. Actually,
no one killed no one. No one killed no one. They are killing us. Just have a nice day.
Don't be insincere.
Have a nice day, sir.
Don't be insincere. Yes, Biggie is gone. The small girl police that were killed is gone. They are all Fulani Janjaweed. This is not the time to go and build a Tash house. When you build Tash house, you'll be shouting, "We are burning Fulani heads, man." So all the Fulani camp in Ebonyi State now that they burn, are you still telling me that the Fulani are still in Ebonyi? Why are we deceiving ourselves? Why are we deceiving ourselves? If I pick your call, in fact, not just that these people are online already because my time is up already, duty calls, but I will just see how I can attend to 1 or 2 persons and then we'll move ahead. Let's see. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Yes, my brother, I don't have time again. 1 minute, go ahead.
Oh, okay, brother. Good evening. My name is Nkem Jika, and I'm from Imo State, but I serve as the coordinator for River State. Am I coming clear, sir?
Administrator, you are administrator, not coordinator.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, sorry. Okay, just in a nutshell, I've been following you, and I really enjoy your analysis. The summary is simple. Instead of doing A, some persons are doing B. I always refer to this struggle as building a house. We are building, and there are steps. There are steps to a building. You can't just start on a roof. You can't just start from ESN. That is not the step, the first step. Have you organized your people? Have you made provision for this war you are planning? Have you made provision for this war? Just few days when there was food blockage, I know what the people suffered here in the South. So before you beat that drum of war, you must have done so many things, to get to that point. I'm only picking one example. So I encourage you, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Keep doing the work you are doing. We try our best from the various parts of our nation, Biafra. We'll do our best.
Of course.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, my brother. And of course, that is the administrator in charge of River State. And then caller on WhatsApp, you have 1 minute because my time is up already. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, good evening. I'm talking to you. I say you have 1 minute because my time is up already. Go ahead, please.
Oh, dear. Okay, sorry. Hello, George. Good evening. I'm Odi Raudos. I'm calling from Birmingham. I'll have to be very fast. Well, I just want to thank you for all that has been done. And to react to the caller that called, I think earlier that was asking some questions about ESN, I must commend him. He has this inquisitive spirit, which is fine. With regards to the issue of the ESN, my own contribution is, I think probably 6 or 7 years ago, if we had something like this under IPOB, probably there will be no much issues. But I think in the light of what have happened in the previous years, with a lot of paranoia that has been expressed by the leadership, people have some issues with regard to having a security system that is answerable to one man controlling a whole region. With regards to how they treat people that don't agree with them, there is a propensity for this to become a security outfit that will be used to target people that don't agree to his philosophy, which in itself is a very big problem.
My brother, what Nnamdi Kanu, sorry for interrupting you, what Nnamdi Kanu was eventually doing at the end is that by now he would have been giving order. Stone George Onyibe, stone anybody, you would have caused problem. Yes. That is the level he was going to. And if we didn't stop him, we have created a monster already. But we will stop that monster. Go ahead.
Exactly. I think that is a very genuine concern, right? It's a very genuine concern because it will definitely get to that. And I understand how people get very frustrated because, yes, the Fulani people, what they are doing in Nigeria is terrible. It's not just in Biafra land. They have caused havoc along the middle. So they were not even supposed to have one case of infraction of Fulani herdsmen entering our land and causing all these problems. And it seems, especially with what happened in the South now, Southeast leaders seem not to be very proactive in a system to challenge these people. Kanu is able to, easily take advantage of what is happening, and it would be very difficult, to convince people that are not seeing the long-term complications of having a security force dominating the forest, and who knows, your known government as well. Very annoyed, thinking that everybody that speaks against him is an enemy. I don't want to dwell much on that because I don't have much time. The second thing I wanted to talk about was about the issue of COVID, because a lot of people are listening to this station. A brother called earlier and was saying that the COVID is more of political. As a medical person, please, I want to push back on that narrative. The COVID virus is very, very real and it's killing people. The vaccine that is being given out, it is not intended to kill any black people. Yes, we'll have the issue with the AstraZeneca brand, which was found to have caused clots in the brain, but it's a very minute percentage of the entire population. I think it's just 40 out of 1 million doses given. We've not seen anything recorded within the Pfizer. So white people here are also taking the AstraZeneca. So the COVID virus is real. What is said that, okay, you isolate and after 14 days they say you're negative. No, viral infections are self-limiting. In most cases, viral infections, you don't even treat them. They come and go. And for most population, COVID virus, it comes as a normal cold. Your body is able to fight it and you're okay. But there are some people that are whose immune system are low, especially our aged parents who have some background problems. This virus could be transmitted to them and it could be very fatal. So I think we should disabuse that. The coronavirus is real. The vaccine is real. If you want to take it, you take it. If you don't want to take it, fine. But I think we should not spread that misinformation that is intended to reduce any population. That is not true. The white people here are taking it. I've seen it. So I think that should be all because of the lack of time. I thank you for what you're doing and all hail Biafra. Thank you.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you very much. That is a very, very, very interesting and intelligent conversation I have with that brother now. It's quite not very favorable to me that I have limited time for this program because of issues to attend to. I am joined by Mazi Obidi. Can you hear me, Diokba Obidi?
Yeah, my reverend, real quick because duty calls,
Yes.
but I've been trying to get in. Apparently, you are entertaining question and answer. I'm not sure if this is the program for question and answer. But I can understand
the reason
how
I allowed that brother is I have observed him call 2 or 3 times. I think out of curiosity to know he's unlearning what he has learned, and I'm just being patient to help him. Go ahead.
Definitely, I understand, but we must understand that sometimes we cannot be too lenient to killing ourselves, because I know their supreme leader is right now talking trash on the radio and nobody is questioning what he's doing. There's so many things that I heard him say as far as what is going on in the land. And it's important that people know that you, Onyibe, myself, Uchemefo, we understand the excesses of Fulanese in our land. We understand the problem with Nigeria as a whole. We understand that. This is why we joined in the first place. But there's something they keep missing out here. Talking about how somebody is going to float a security outfit to run over everybody is the problem that we are facing today. And then you're doing it so overtly. I listened to Nnamdi Kanu today say that he purposely provoked the Fulanese at the expense of our brothers and sisters' lives. So what are we saying here? You are purposefully inciting violence for them to come down so you can learn their tricks. What tricks is he learning? What tricks is he learning from inciting of violence? What is he trying to do? Okay, and then he goes about talking all kinds of stories that does not meet to what the situation that we are in now. Now he's claiming that the British army and the Pakistani army are in Nigeria because of ESN. What kind of bullshit is this? And people are believing that. Nobody knows why they're there. Apparently, they're there to protect their interest. Okay, but Pakistanis should know that they got out from India, and British cannot determine how we live our lives. It's the people that is the problem. Okay, and I don't believe in all these threats over the radio. If Nnamdi Kanu actually is fighting for freedom, he should know that all this mago on the radio is not the way to go. And that's what we condemn. Okay, there's no point of overbeating Fulani. Whatever happened in the state today, David Umar is there. People can rise up and go ask him, what is he doing? He's been there when Nimbo thing happened, and he didn't do anything. So the citizens need to rise up. And this is what the radio should be doing, not to come here and rant and threaten people and then go back and hide. Okay, that's all I want to say. That brother needs to understand what is being said here. He can come out and say, oh, I'm not against Uchemefo. Uchemefo is not your problem. Uchemefo is not going to get Biafra for you. You are not against Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to get Biafra for you, but it's a problem for you now. That's what we're saying. Because when he's inciting and provoking the Nigerian army, they're coming to the land and killing innocent citizens. And then he's lying and then coming out to show, oh, these people are coming to kill innocent citizens. Who started it? If Nnamdi Kanu wants to eliminate the people that are causing our problem in the land, he shouldn't be on the radio talking about who to eliminate. He should have better done it. And by now, he will have overwhelming support of the people who are suffering. Because nobody will discount the fact that we are all suffering that contraption. But to be coming out on the radio after people collect money and give to you, you come and do show. And people dies, you hide. And you come back again and do show and collect money.
Talent display.
Okay, coming and showing all kinds of things every day. Oh, our brothers has been released. Now, when I say that, people will say, oh, are you saying don't release them? Why is he setting them up in the first place? Why is the news about being released? Why is it a news? If Nigeria is a contraption, it's a zoo, we can't deal with it. Why can't we stand head to head and fight them? You collect all the money, you set the brothers up, and they pick them up, and they lock them up, suffer them, and then you go and bail them and post it on the Facebook. Brothers are released, and people are shouting for you. Okay? This is the problem. He refuses to listen to words of wisdom. And people don't understand what is being said here. So my brother, my reverend, I want to exit because I know that they're duty calling, and just want to put in that this afternoon because, a lot of people still don't understand the fine line between what is being said here and what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. We are not castigating nothing. We are discouraging anything that is jeopardizing the struggle. And it's not castigation. It's simple truth. Anybody that is working contrary to this project should be called out. Nnamdi Kanu is being paid by the British government and Nigerian government to be exposing Biafrans to death in the name of freedom fighting. So what are we not seeing? My brother, thank you very much. Biafrans, you must tell yourself, you must remain stable with what you're doing. You must tell yourself the truth. You must humble ourselves. Otherwise, we'll all perish. That's all I want to say this afternoon. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Sir. It is as simple as ABCD. Our governors are not doing well, I agree. Our elders are not doing well, I agree. Everybody is eventually not doing well. Now you get it. But then somebody have to start doing well. And that is why we are here in the first place. We cannot allow ourselves to be deceived. No, others can try to deceive us. And then it will be justifiable in the end that they are doing what they are doing, maybe for their own advantage. But what benefit would it be if we undermine one another? Like Mazu Bidi said, it's all about the truth. Let's call on WhatsApp. This will be my last call for this program. Just 1 minute, brother. Please, go ahead.
Good evening, Diopa. Wamasa.
No worry, man. When go ahead, please.
This your brother Diopa Willie from calling from UAE. Also shipping in this when we are talking about the need for us to build an institution and build alliance as well. And you also mentioned religion as part of the institution that will usher us Biafra that we are fighting for. And it is the truth because if you remember 1967, the religious body was one of the people standing by for us. They stood firm even when other nations were they stood firm for us, which is a Catholic and some other religious churches as well. Then we can also check it out other way. The Muslim, because since we have Muslim, the Saudi also will always have the interest of the Muslim as well at heart. So, checking what is happening in Bangladesh now, just because the president of India visited Bangladesh, their police killed two people there because they are protesting against the president why he should visit their country. The news is on Al Jazeera. If you turn in Al Jazeera, you see it. Put on YouTube, you see it. It's always reflecting because the Al Jazeera have the interest of the Muslim. So the same way we have to usher in this religious institution, we have to embrace it fully and use them also and lobby, not a castigating can, ban can. Who are you to do such a thing?
He is deliberately destroying everything that will give us freedom. You people don't understand. He want to condemn everything that will give us freedom. We just made it clear to you. He is being paid to expose Biafrans and get them killed. Everything that will give us Biafra, his own is to destroy them. Summarize, my brother. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. And I also want to let our people that are still hiding, that are afraid of them, come out. Join the Biafran nation. Once you identify, they won't, you will be harmless one day. They can't touch you. If they touch you, they will see the other side of the people too. They are not the only ones that have that thing they think they have. Come out. He's deceiving himself that Yoruba people are fighting for Dudua. I've discovered the truth that Yoruba are fighting for presidency 2023. That is what they are fighting for.
They are all heating up the politics. They know what they are doing. But it's okay. Our people will come of age very soon. Thank you very much, my brother. Let me round up because I am needed somewhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much. And of course, I thank all of you who were able to call in and contributed maturely. Believe me, I'm happy our people are coming up. Only recruit on Facebook are still doing what they're supposed to do. My apology to those of you I cannot take their call at this moment. It's not intentional, but what to do. This having been said, this is where we come to the end of this program. Those of you who are working in the name of getting Biafra, please, we do not want you to be careless with your life. Try and find out the truth. It is on Biafra Human Rights Radio you get the truth. It is on Biafra Nation Family that you get equipped to withstand all this menace of the Fulani headsmen. Time for shouting and blackmailing people is over. Good night, and God be with you.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. So you hear me now?
Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Cause a flan is killing Biafra. Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The water Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Fulani is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra.
Biafra, land of the rising sun. Bumbo clan. It was good and evil and we chose good.
Yenegwa is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Yenegwa is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home.